2, 1. Hey guys, I am James Link and welcome to the Team Bean podcast. I am joined today with my co-host Jade, or Closing Soda as you may know her.
Dickheads.
Just got dickheads.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god.
I don't think
Yeah,
my mic likes the word
it's
hello.
fine.
So I'll bring the
Apparently
podcast
not.
back after a long time. Today we're going to be just talking about 2025 and what plans we've got for the not only the Discord server but personal plans and what we've got and what we're going to try and achieve in 2026 for ourselves and as a group for the thing. That's the word. Yeah, the thing. Yep. So
Incredible job.
I'm not very good at podcasting. So we'll start off with did everybody have a good Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas there, Jade? Did you enjoy the New Year?
I didn't do much for New Year, but I did have a good Christmas. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a lot of people. How about you?
Yeah, well, I was sick for most of my Christmas with this weird chest infection flu thing, which
Ooh.
sucked. But
Yeah, no, that does not sound fun.
you get on with it. You get on with it. I mean, the kids had fun. That's all that mattered.
Mm.
But we'll start off with 2025. What did we think went wrong in 2025? What can we improve on in terms of our content creation and what can game companies improve on in 2025 too? You know, because they've got to improve, not just us.
Well, that's sort of like three different questions in one. Game companies just need to know their audience. It's the same with anything. Like, the game companies, no matter what game they're creating, they need to know who their audience are and they need to design it around that because they're not going to get anywhere if they don't have that idea in mind. And you see it a lot with recent games, that they just don't have a clue.
Well, it's similar to this whole thing with Expedition 33 winning. They knew. Again, it wasn't a big company. They done really well. They made a game that people fell in love with, even though there's like haters on the game for some reason. They're like, "Oh, the game's really good, but we hate it." Oh, why? Because I like shooty games. Oh, okay. Not everybody just wants to go around and shoot people in the face. Like, yeah, at some points that is a lot of fun, but sometimes you just want a story. I mean, I haven't had the chance to play Expedition 33 properly yet, and I'm looking forward to actually picking it up. Have you actually played it?
I haven't played it, no. So I was just looking at it, Assassin's Creed, because if people have spoken to me recently, they know I love this game. I just found out it's on the Switch too. Assassin's Creed Shadows is on the Nintendo Switch too, and that baffles me. But from memory, it is a 2025 game.
I mean,
And
don't
it's one of
forget
the
the
best
Switch 2
examples
is
I can think of.
the Switch 2 is
So
very powerful compared to what it was before. I mean, the Switch.
yeah,
I mean, I'm
it's
not
just
impressed by the Switch 2 more because of the lack of games that have come out. Okay, yeah, you can play old games on the Switch 2, but I don't want to play old games. I want to play new stuff. Like, I was very excited for ZA when that came out, but I was very disappointed by the game. Even though I played it to completion, done a load of shiny hunting, I still felt like the game lacked. Not because of the graphics. I don't care about the windows. That's not. I know that was a big. Well, the windows weren't there. I don't care about windows. I just felt like I wasn't hooked. Like when I played Scarlet and Violet, I clocked in about 400 hours easy without wanting to stop. With that one, after I'd beaten the game, I was doing shiny hunting. I'm like, I'm bored. Now I don't know whether that's the game's
You know
fault
what? That's a massive problem I've seen with a lot of games throughout all of 2025 is I don't know what it is or was about that year, but barely any games had that hook. Like, once you complete the story, so many games just sort of you're done. And it's like it's so boring. Like, I know the what am I thinking? The DLC for Legends EA. I know not a lot of people like that, and apparently that looks awful. I haven't seen it. I don't really care for Pokemon anymore as a whole playing it because I don't play on my Switch. But like I see that and I hear that, I'm like, that's been a trend. Like that's happened for numbers of games throughout the entire year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same as you. I haven't had a game that's really hooked me to where I want to just keep playing it. I mean, I've recently picked up Final Fantasy Online again, which is really fun. I've been enjoying that. But I feel like I'm going back through my old library and finding old games. Like when I continue streaming tomorrow, which will be Monday the 5th, I'm picking up Chrono Trigger again. Very old game. I'm like, I want to play an old RPG where I can do silly voices and just enjoy a good story. Like, there's nothing new right now that I go, yeah, I want to play that. Bearing the WWE stuff, the wrestling stuff that we've been doing on the channel, obviously, the last couple of months, that will obviously still continue going. And obviously, you being a champion.
Yeah. I mean, I need to like get back into the wrestling, the WWE. I like haven't really been watching. I hear I'm a champion. Like, great. I'm not there. I don't really care. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I need to get back into that. I think because I know you mentioned no games really hooking you.
Yeah.
I think the only one that has, and this is a massive hot take, and I'm not gonna like get too into it because we will be here for hours. But Assassin's Creed Shadows again, like, don't get me wrong, it's got problems, and there are problems I have with the game, but as a game as a whole, I think it is a good Assassin's Creed game. I don't think it deserves the hate it got, especially when it's an RPG. Like, people hate on the new Assassin's Creed because they're RPG like, but they don't play into the RPG style, and that's their fault. I think it was a good game. I would recommend it to people. Yes, I've got my gripes with it, but no matter what game you play, no matter how popular it is, you're gonna have gripes with it because nothing can be truly perfect.
That's the thing. I'm a big Zelda fan, and obviously I'm a big Pokemon fan. But I have my gripes with them games as well. There's things about Zelda, like Majora's Mask is one of the most overly popular Zelda games, and I cannot stand it. So there's
Yeah,
always going to be people that like. See, this is why I hate when people just follow the online trend. Like, oh, Pokemon game was bad.
yeah,
I'm just not going to play it. Cool. Then you can't have an opinion on it. Like, I understand you look at the game, okay, it doesn't look good to you, then just don't play it. But you can't sit there and go on TikTok, upload 700 videos going, this game's really bad because it doesn't have a window. Have you played the game? No. Do you care? But why do you care so
yeah.
much about a window? That's what annoyed me so much. Like, when I was streaming it, so many people came into my stream and been like, oh, how can you like this game? The graphics are terrible. I'm like, I'm playing it for Pokemon, not for the graphics. Like, if I played a Pokemon game for
I want to
graphics,
see little monsters attack each other. Like,
that's it.
yeah,
Like,
no,
it's just dumb. Like, I hate people that hate on things just for the fact that they can hate on it because, oh, it's a popular thing to do. Same with Edition 33. All
annoys.
of these people hating on the game, but they never even played it. Oh, Arc Raiders should have
Yeah,
won. What, another generic like, again, don't get me wrong, I understand
I
why.
don't really like it personally.
I mean, I've never played Arc Raiders, so again, I'm going to go off mine, but I can't have a full opinion on it. But to me, it's just another
Yeah,
looter shooter that you can get killed by other people. And some people are into that, and I do really respect them. Enjoy it. Enjoy your game. I'm not going to tell you not to enjoy it because my opinion on your game doesn't matter because I've never played it. But I don't
yeah.
feel like picking it up because I feel like I've played Borderlands, I've played, other games very similar, and I'll just stick with them because I don't like PvP games where people are kind of dickish. I think that's probably the way to put it. You just go around killing people for the
Yeah,
sake of killing people, and I hate that.
yeah. Which is fair enough, and it's not ever going to be for everyone. Personally, and like I haven't played the game either, so I can't have a full opinion. But from videos I've seen of it and clips I've seen of Arc Raiders, to me, it looks really overhyped. And I can't get a full opinion on it, but I come from playing Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Apex Legends. Like, I play these types of games a lot. I used to stream competitively these types of games a lot. It's just a repeat. They're gonna be the same ideas with maybe slightly different things. And that's my view on it. I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. If you enjoy it, great, enjoy it. I don't think I'm going to. Because I've got other games that I'm more comfortable with that I don't need to learn because I already know them. And that's just where I stand on it, and that's just what it is.
I mean, it's the way it goes, isn't it? I mean, sometimes like, when you get comfortable in a game, it's like MMOs. People that play MMOs, they get comfortable in their MMO. Like, how do you spend so long in one MMO? Because they're comfortable. They enjoy the game. Like, why? What I don't like is the gaming community is very judgy, and I don't think it should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, and in a way, it always has been. Like, ever since like Xbox and PlayStation's beginning, you've had console wars. You've had people arguing over Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Switch, mobile. Like, everyone in the gaming community, or the majority of people, are just judgy pricks, and it just makes it unfun because then you get this herd mentality of, well, all right, I'm going to buy the Xbox because these three people said the Xbox is better and really hard on it, so I'm going to get that because then they'll won't be mean to me. But then I have these PlayStation people, and it's like there's no need because, like, end of the day, we're all playing similar games. Yes, there's different versions, but we're all playing similar games. We're all having fun. We're all enjoying ourselves. There's no need to argue about it. People have different likes. People have different opinions. Just let people be people. Let them be themselves. Let them have their likes, even if it's different from you. Because end of the day, they're not you.
Exactly how I feel. Like, I don't take any. So, like on Steam, I don't read people's reviews. Like, if it says it's bad reviews, I'll maybe read the review, but it won't deter me. If I like the game, I'll still play it. Um, unless the review's like, no, the game's fully broken because of this, because of that, because of a legitimate reason why the game's been given a bad review, not because I didn't like the game, so it's getting a bad review. Like,
Mm.
but this is the
And
thing.
I think the ability to review games has been abused so much by people,
100%.
and it ruins that game's performance because people see these bad reviews and like, all right, then it's a shit game, but they don't actually ever try it. They just see a negative review, but people just leave that because they don't enjoy it.
Yeah, but that's the
And
thing. They look at the review, and
it's
reviews can really kill a game. Like,
yeah,
really kill a game. And unfortunately, this is the world we live in right now. Um, it's always going to be that way, unfortunately. I mean, the
yeah.
Steam Awards came out today. I don't know if you'd seen the Steam Awards,
I haven't, no.
which is quite interesting because there's a couple of games on there that I've been meaning to play. Obviously, I've played Peak. I think that's an absolutely fantastic game. It's a lot of fun, especially with friends.
Yeah,
You have to play with friends, otherwise, it just isn't the same. Because it's a funny game with your mates. It's not meant for solo. Baldur's Gate 3
yeah.
won, which is something else I was interested in playing. Obviously, Baldur's Gate's been out for a while now, but it still looks like an incredible game. See, Expedition
Yeah.
33 is there. But there's another game on there that I'm really, really want to play. I don't know if you've heard of it. Dispatch?
I've heard of it, yeah. I've seen a
Yeah,
couple clips of it.
yeah. I watched Jacksepticeye play a bit of it, and then I was like, you know what? This game actually looks really interesting. I'm not going to continue watching because I want to experience it for myself because it's a very
Yeah.
story. It's like, I don't know if you played any of them story-based games where it's basically just a story, but you input
Yeah.
certain things. Was it like The Walking Dead or the Telltale games? That's the one. Don't know if you've ever played
Mm.
any of the Telltale games. There's
I
quite a
haven't
few of
played
them.
them, but I know what you mean, and I know games like it.
I mean, they're an interesting way. Well, I wouldn't call it a game. I'd say it's more. I don't know. It's more of like a experience. I feel like something like you're mainly watching a movie. But with
Yeah.
Dispatch, it's a little bit different. There is a lot more input than what there is in these other games. I guess you still get to walk around and stuff like that and other bits. But yeah, I mean, I do like them kind of games though because it's just full on story and it's my style. You know, I like story games. I like
Yeah.
having a bit of a story. I don't like a game where you just well, I say I don't like a game. I do. I don't mind games where you know it's not a major story, but because
Mm.
I've recently picked up a game called The Plucky Squire. I'm actually uploading videos of it on my YouTube channel at the moment, and it's
Yeah.
like you're like a character in a storybook, but it's really fun. It's got kind of Zelda-esque vibes. Or what's this other game called? This one, a game where you kind of go through the years of gaming. So like you start off with like a black and white RPG, and then it slowly goes up to like 3D, the DS style, and then it'll go up to like PC. I can't remember the name of the game, but got it. Uh, for the life of me, I can't remember. But what are you playing at the moment? Are you playing anything interesting at the moment? What are you?
Um, I mean, I'm replaying all the Assassin's Creeds. Everyone because I've got Game Pass Ultimate on Xbox, so I can replay through all of them because I got Ubisoft Plus with it. I'm just looking up um quickly when this released.
I mean, I
But
was
like,
playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I
yeah,
was really enjoying that one.
yeah, and like you like your story games, and that's great. So do I, to be fair. But my favorite game that I've ever played, like my favorite game of all time out of everything, and I've played a lot, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The amount of fucking hate it got is ridiculous. Released in 2018, it's like a really old game now. Um,
Odyssey. Which one's Odyssey? I don't remember playing
it's
it.
the one with Greek, Cassandra or Alexios, depending on male or female. Um, you're in the Greek world. It's before the time of the Hidden Ones and the Templar, but it's such a gorgeous game, and I love my RPG style games like Odyssey, like Valhalla, like Mirage. All these games, I love that style of game, and Odyssey is so beautifully written. I love Greek mythology, right? So I do connect with it a lot more because the history is usually quite accurate, apart from a few flaws. Um, but it's a gorgeous game, gorgeous visuals. I put like a couple pictures of them in the common area, I think, in the Discord. But it's a gorgeous game with gorgeous visuals. I love the RPG style. I love the main character. I love the lore. It's so important to the whole of the Assassin's Creed lore and universe. It's so important to that, and it's such a beautifully designed game, but because it's an RPG style and an open world, people flame it and people hate it. Yes, again, I've got gripes with it. Personally, I think the combat could be so much better, especially for a Greek world, ancient Greek. Like, but that's just a personal opinion. Some people like it, but it's such a gorgeous game, but people don't play into the RPG element, so they hate on it. People are blinded by nostalgia, Jay. Um, so
I
they
mean,
hate on it.
this is the thing. A
But
lot of
it's like,
people,
for me, it's gorgeous, and I
yeah.
love it. It's my favorite thing of all time. That's what I'm replaying right now.
I mean, my favorite game of all time. Now, again, I have a hot take on this. Is obviously I'm a big Zelda fan, always have been. Twilight Princess now and Wind Waker. A lot of people would agree with Wind Waker, good one. A lot of people hate Twilight Princess, and I don't know why. But then I hate the new Zelda games on the Switch. Now I've played through
Yeah.
the first one on the Switch, and I care so little about it. I can't even remember the name. Um, oh crap, I forgot the name of it. But the first Zelda came out on Switch. I just didn't like it
Breath
because
of the Wild, isn't it?
yeah, Breath of the Wild. You see, I just literally lost all care for it because
Yeah.
I just wasn't that interested in it. It just took what I loved and sort of just went, oh, it needs to be open world. You go where you want. You don't have dungeons anymore. You don't get special gear to progress the story. You just get everything
Yeah.
at the beginning. And it's like, cool. So everything I loved about the original Zeldas, where you progress slowly by collecting newer and new equipment to allow you to progress to newer areas, it's kind of gone. And I'm just like, I hate that. Like, why did you
Yeah.
have to take that all away? And that's
And
why I've never played the. I ain't even actually played the newest one. I say it's
yeah.
newest one. It's not the newest Zelda. The newest mainline Zelda game.
Yeah. And you mentioning that, and also I did throw a little dig at Apex, about nostalgia, but I also feel like things like your opinions on the new Zelda games compared to the old, and Apex's opinions on Assassin's Creed differing to mine. I feel like it also comes in a time of when you grew up, because obviously I'm a lot younger than you both. I I grew up when my first Assassin's Creed game was Odyssey.
Oh
Like
yeah, see,
I grew up on that game. That was my first experience of the franchise. Then Valhalla, Shadows was my first one that I owned on my Xbox. Mirage was really good. I played that. So I'm really used to that style of Assassin's Creed because I that's what I grew up with. Whereas someone like you or Apex, if you played it and you played like Brotherhood or Syndicate, Syndicate's arse, but
Syndicate is one of
Brotherhood
my
or
favorite Zelda
Unity.
games. Zelda, sorry, Assassin's Creed games.
Oh, no, I think it's all right. I love where it's set. I love how it's British. Um, I hate the combat. I think so many things went wrong with it, and I think it's such a mid Assassin's Creed. Same with Black Flag, which is one of the most popular. But I digress. Um, but like you and Apex growing up on those style of games where it is very much follow the story, kill people, things like that, compared to me growing up with the RPG style, we're gonna have differing opinions because of what we're used to. And it's the sounds like it's the same with you and Zelda. I feel like someone playing the newer Zelda games on the Nintendo Switch would prefer them and like those games more than you do because you had the original style of Zelda and then they changed it, whereas the new generation growing up on Zelda have this new style of Zelda instead of the old one.
Yeah, no, definitely, it's definitely a nostalgia thing. Um, for me as well, like you said, like the first Assassin's Creed I played was literally just called Assassin's Creed. It was literally the very first Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed game to come
it
out, and
was
it was
the first one.
fantastic. And that is
Yeah,
I remember that game to this day because I got my Xbox 360 through funny means. I got hit by a car, got a nice payout, bought myself an Xbox, nice TV, and sat there. And while I was in obviously off school, because obviously I'd been hit by a car, just played through the entirety of Assassin's Creed and 100% of the game on my original 360.
yeah.
So
And to be fair, the first AC game with Altair was fucking gorgeous. I really like the look of it. I'm really annoyed I can't play it, but I can play Assassin's Creed 3 and
is it
I
not on
can
the Game
play the
Pass?
Ezio. No, it's not. Like I can get it massively discounted. It's only like a tenner or something, but it's not free. So it's I have to work around it. I don't have storage anyway. But like I can play the Ezio trilogy. Beautiful. Assassin's Creed 3, beautiful. Like I love the older games. The only two I've got gripes with is Black Flag and Syndicate. But Syndicate not as much as Black Flag. I really don't like Black Flag. And
I
part
never
of
played
that
Black
stems
Flag.
from well, a part of my hate for Black Flag does stem from me being petty and people's arguments on why the newer games like Odyssey are awful. Because from my view, and to be fair, probably a factual view, um, most of the hate I hear about Odyssey, Valhalla, Shadows, Mirage, Origins can be applied to Black Flag, but people love Black Flag because it's one of the older games, and it just annoys me. I've got other problems with the games that are my personal opinions, but that's the main one off the top of my head.
I mean, I've never played Black Flag because it just never really appealed to me.
Yeah, fair.
Then again, I have not really played a lot of the. I played Syndicate, and then I
Yeah.
didn't touch Assassin's Creed again until very late after Valhalla came out, and it was very late after Valhalla came out because.
Mm-mm.
But I was really enjoying Valhalla until I got to the stage where you're on a boat and you're just raiding villages, which is fine. That's all good. You go into these villages, you start raiding, and all of your NPCs that are with you just die so easily. You're just like, oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. You're like, cool. I'm basically raiding this entire city on my own now because my NPCs are trash. And like, these are supposed to be Vikings, you know? And obviously, I like Vikings. I like the idea of them. What the idea of them? I like the style of Vikings. I like what they would like, what they used to do. And it's like, cool. So they're supposed to be these brutal killers that were raiding and pillaging these places, and they're walking in and basically tripping over and going, "Oh, I'm dead now." Oh,
Yeah.
like, that's not a Viking. You know, Vikings would fight to the very end till till there was literally no breath left in their body
Till they couldn't, yeah.
yeah. So that's
And
why I
like
stopped.
fair enough. I personally think, and my opinion is, Valhalla is the most important Assassin's Creed to connect to the lore of the franchise. It literally explains the Hidden One's control in England because of them, because of Eivor and Sigurd. Like, I love the mythology as well, as people probably know. I love my mythologies. I love Greek, I love Norse. Like, to me, it's fascinating. I love it. But Valhalla 2020, prime COVID, right at the start, like, it is a gorgeous game. And the visuals, like, the combat, yes, it's annoying when your soldiers die. For me, that was never a problem because I killed everyone anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's what I had to do. You're like, I'm not just do this
the,
myself.
the only reason I wanted a soldier is to open the
Open the doors.
crates to
Yeah,
open the doors and open the like big crates to get the raw materials to upgrade your settlement. But for me, Valhalla is such a good game and it's so important to the franchise as a whole, but people don't like it because it's an RPG.
I think that's the
And
issue.
it bugs me
I mean,
because it's
people
so
are
good.
set in their ways so many times when a game has. And I'm a prime example for this. When a game is set in a way like Zelda, for me, when they try to change it, the fanboys or fango or
Yeah,
whatever, they get really upset. And obviously, I'm the
100%.
same. Can't stand the new Zelda games. I've played the Breath of the Wild on the Switch. I beat it.
Mm.
I actually 100% the game, but I didn't feel like I was playing a Zelda game. That was my issue. I didn't feel like it was a
Yeah,
good game, but it wasn't my Zelda, and that's a personal issue for me, because lots of people
yeah.
love the game and think it's fantastic, but it just felt like it took away what Zelda was, what I liked about Zelda, which
And
is a shame.
that's where a lot of people's opinions will come in. My standpoint, I'll be wary of a game if it looks like it's changed from what I know, but I'm never gonna not try it because maybe it will surprise me or maybe I'll like it more. But
Yeah,
like, and I was having this conversation with Apex actually at some point. In terms of like Valhalla, I'm just using it as an example because I know Assassin's Creed well, but I'm sure it's applied to anything. Valhalla's playtime is 110 hours for the story. Like, it's a long ass game. And what annoys me slightly is when people play these games and then they only get like 4 hours in and then they get bored and say it's awful. Like, and it's boring. You're like, personally, yes, a game should hook you at the start, but it also depends on the length. If you're 4 hours into an 110-hour story, you're not going to be perfectly hooked yet. You need to push through and play more because that that's how it's designed. your hook and the hook of the game is going to be slightly later, like it was for Valhalla. The fucking first island was boring as shit, right? I hated doing it. I hate replaying this game and having to do that all again because it's so boring. But the second you're off that island and you've got your freedom in Ravensthorpe and England and Ireland, it's such a
starting to take stuff
gorgeous
over,
game. And it starts to actually hook you and get you interested, but people don't play up to that point, and then they say it's boring, but they don't get to the actual story. They don't make it through the prologue.
I mean, I agree. Like when I played Valhalla, the beginning was good, but when the way you say it is like, yeah, when I got off of the main island from the very beginning into where you're building your own city, where you're trying to get more all of this, you're trying to slowly build things up. Yeah, I got a lot more into it, a lot more interested because one, I love city building. So if I've got a game where I'm building up a city, but I still get to go around an adventure,
story.
I love it. Like, it's a game. So a game like in 2025 that I'd say is probably one of my most favorite games of 2025 is a game called Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time.
Yeah.
I got into that thanks to Shivy actually, quite early on when it came out, and I got hooked. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to stream it. I'm going to stream it. I had to stop streaming it because I just wanted to play it. So I just completely ignored streaming it, and I'm playing this. And I played it through to completion, beat the whole game, was building up a city, getting villagers. And I think that game itself really flew under the radar. And if anybody hasn't played it, definitely go and look at it if you can and give it a shot because it's such a good game. It's so much fun. Like I would definitely say it's probably my game of 2025. All right, trainers, quick time out because if Pokemon cards live rent free in your head like they do in mine, you need to know about Prestige Slabs. They've got everything from raw Pokemon cards to clean, professionally slabbed heat that looks like it belongs at a museum, not a shoebox under your bed. And it's not just buying, Prestige Slabs also buys cards, slabs, raws, bulk, and other Pokemon and other TCG cards. If your collection's overflowing and you're ready to turn your cardboard into cash, they've got you covered. Whether you're hunting growls, upgrading your collection, or selling off extras, Prestige Slabs delivers authenticity, quality, and serious collector energy. Check out Prestige Slabs in the description below to treat your collection with the respect that it deserves. The only other game of 2025 that I was interested in playing that I still want to pick up and play is Octopath Traveler 0, which also has a village aspect in it where you're going around doing your adventure as normal, but you've also got a village to build up. So that's going to be another game I'm going to pick up early in this year and start playing through as well. I think the most game I've played this year would have been Final Fantasy the online, because obviously I've been playing that quite a lot. Obviously wrestling, but I'd say 90% of that is just character creations, building people up, and watching matches. I don't even think I've actually played a match. In the game, it's all been universe AI stuff that we've been doing, which again, still amazing, but it's probably my most hours in a game. But there's a couple of games I want to have a look at on my wish list. So I've got Headliners I want to play with some people. I think that'll make for really good content. I don't know if it's the one where you like cameramen, and you're going into like you know what I'm on about. So I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, there's that. I've also wanted to play. There's a game coming out. I believe it's coming this year, 2026. It's called Claude. And
right.
I don't know if don't want to put the sound on. Sorry, I'm going to get some. It's basically, obviously, it's kind of like Jurassic Park, but it's first person and it just looks fantastic. It looks really good. I'm looking forward to that this year. There's another game called Tamer Town, which is another like Pokemon-esque style game, which is going to be a city builder as well, which I'm quite excited about. That's
if I can get friends on board as well, like maybe even in the Discord, I think a really fun game to either stream or have YouTube for would be Repo, which is like March 2025 or something. It's a 2025 game. Repo looks funny as fuck to do with friends. Like, I'm just imagining me, you, Monkey, Apex Winter, and whoever else, all little like mouth robots trying to steal things, hunted by It sounds funny as hell, and it's proximity chat, which I love. That would be, it's just funny, and there's so many games that I've got ideas of, but that would be really funny, but as a group,
Yeah, it's one of
not
them
on
games
your own.
you kind of have to play as a group, otherwise it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's another couple of games. So there's one that's coming out I'm going to be buying. It's called Dungeon Box, where it's basically Dungeons and Dragons, but in the style of Jackbox. So we can play it on stream and everybody can do it with their phone and play as well. So they could be part of like an adventure, which I think is going to be really fun. There's also one called Demino, which is Dungeons and Dragons as well, actually. But that's like you have little figures, but people have to have the game, so it's a bit difficult to get enough people involved that are committed each like week to do, considering how much I stream and how much I do stuff, getting people committed to a specific time and day to do stuff, it can be quite difficult.
Yeah.
Like, just setting up that me and you doing this podcast took us we was planning on doing this like months before Christmas, and it's just
this took ages to actually get finalized.
It's because we was having
But
tournaments on Sunday, but I had to sort of. So obviously, if anybody from the Discord is listening, so with the tournaments, I'm going to be looking at trying to find a way to make them a bit more exciting for myself, because I think the issue is where a lot of people can't be there dead on the time. They don't know when they're battling. It can be quite of a drag sitting there waiting for people to take their turn or waiting for people to join into a match or get into a match. That's the reason that I'm slowing them down and doing them Discords only. But hopefully you guys can still enjoy the Ghost tournament while on the Discords. I'll just run the do like I did before.
And if you're not in the Discord, what the fuck are you doing? Join it.
Join the Discord. I'll leave links in the description below if you're watching on YouTube to join the Discord, to join my streams. If you're also a fan of wrestling, we're going to sort of promote ourselves a little bit. We do a wrestling stream every Tuesdays and Thursdays, TBW and MWL, where you get your own custom created character. There's all AI run, so the AIs fight each other. Fully random, you never know whether you're going to win or you're going to lose. And it's a good laugh. Everybody gets involved, everybody cheers each other on, everybody winds each other up. That's where... Don't want to talk about my streaming too much though, but are you planning on coming back to content this year or
well, what I've been thinking about it, I've got my GCSEs this year, and for anyone listening who isn't English, it's like my main examination that pretty much determines career paths. Like, it's an important exam that everyone takes at my year. I do want to get back into content. Streaming is such a difficult thing for me because I find it hard to interact with chat because I have to have multiple devices up. I lag on competitive games. Every time I've done streaming, it's always been something like Apex Legends or Marvel Rivals, which I find fun, but I get too much into the competitive headspace because whenever I streamed them, I was always doing it competitively, and that got boring and it drained me. I might do YouTube. I've been looking at Minecraft maps and I've been looking at different things that I can do on my PC for YouTube. Right now it's undecided, but I think what my goal is right now is to get a video out at least one every month and just see where it goes.
I mean, YouTube is quite difficult to really get your headspace around, but it's fully understandable when you've got too much going on. Like, I'm trying to push myself a bit more this year. 2026 is a year I really want to try and push out content daily, get my streams. I'm going to have a schedule consistent so that you guys know exactly when and where I'm going to be, when I'm going to be there, what time to expect videos to pop up, what time to be there for streams so that you don't miss it. Obviously, we know Tuesdays and Thursdays are more or less a guarantee, but it's working out the rest of the weeks. And especially when I've got children on the other week, it can be quite difficult. But this is the thing, I think people don't really understand that don't stream or do YouTube content. I think it's very easy to do, where it's not actually as easy as people think.
It's not. And, like, I honestly think actually doing it as a career is one of the hardest things you can do. And that might be a really hot take. But after, like, doing it, especially while doing school, and you doing it while having kids every other week, like,
And a job.
it's a difficult thing. Yeah, and a job. Like, you have to plan what you're going to do. You have to plan for your audience. You have to be ready in case you don't have as big an audience. You have to be ready for ads. You have to be ready for lagging, malfunctions, technical issues. Like, you have to think ahead so much. You have to devise some sort of idea of what you actually want to do, and then you have to put yourself out there in front of people and do it. It's easy for me because I come from a theatre background and I do musical theatre quite heavily, so it's easier for me. But I know
Yeah.
some other people struggle with that, and it's such a difficult thing, and you have to think about so many unknowns that if you think it's easy, and this is a genuine thing I want you to do, if anyone out there thinks it's easy to do content creation, try it for a month, 2 maybe. Try it and see how fucking hard it is.
It's quite draining as well. Like, you know, I'm quite lucky to have such a good community behind me because, you know, we've built up
Yeah.
the team being, you know, Discord, and I've got a great bunch of people that always pop into my stream. So it's kind of easier for me now than when I started, because when you're sitting there with one viewer, nobody talking to you, it is more or less. It's very like, even though people say don't watch your numbers, don't worry about it, just talk. And it's easy to say
hard.
that, but it's very hard to also do. Like, I'm the same as you. I've come from a performing arts background, so you know, I'd done performing arts as A levels. You know, I passed all of them. I've performed up in London, so I'm not as uncomfortable with sitting in front of a camera as some other might be. That's why people, you know, luckily nowadays we have like VTubers, so you can kind of hide behind a VTuber skin if you're not comfortable. And that's not me digging at VTubers, because, you know, I think some of these VTubers are absolutely cool. Like, one of my favorite streamers is Fuzzy Got Games, and he's basically a Muppet. And I think it's absolutely hilarious. But it's also one of these things where, you know, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna stream, you got to put the time in to do it. That's the thing. You can't be lazy. And in 2025, I was lazy. Like, I was doing really well beginning of 2025. I think that's when you kind of found me. Maybe 2024.
I found you August 2024. It was the very start of your Moon playthrough.
And I was doing really well, especially on TikTok. I was averaging around about 100 people. And then I stopped for like 3 months because I just burnt myself out, because I was streaming daily, like Monday to Friday, stream. Got the kids, gone and stream. And I think that's another issue, is where I've streamed too much, you burn yourself out very, very fast.
Yeah.
So if you are looking to do streaming, I wouldn't recommend streaming daily. I wouldn't recommend streaming at 12 hours at a time, because it's just not beneficial to not only yourself, just to your channel. Because if you're sitting there for 12 hours, you lose that information. I mean, 2 to 3 hours is a good amount for a new streamer. If you're confident and you're happy, go for 4 hours. I think 4 hours is kind of enough, unless you're doing something specific, like you're doing a charity stream, or you're doing a 24-hour live, or you're doing a subathon. you know, they're very different scenarios in which you may go for longer, or you're just really enjoying what you're doing. You're enjoying the chat, you're enjoying the game, you're enjoying just carrying on, and you don't even realize the time. Sometimes that can happen, because that's happened to myself. You know, when we've been playing games, like when we was playing the King game. I don't know if you was there when we were playing that. That's a lot of fun. Wince was the king. We're trying to dethrone him, even though I got killed in like 9 months. But you know, it's okay.
Yeah, and that happened to me, and like obviously I don't have like obviously I've got Team Bean and the Discord, but realistically, and this is just the hard truth of it, me only streaming on Twitch really limits how many people can actually watch my streams. When the time I stream really limits it, and I know it does for you as well, but I don't like, yes, I'm in the community, but it's not my community. I can't fall back on it and rely on every single person in the Discord to be in my streams, supporting, talking. And I found a lot of the time when I was streaming, like you and Wince were lurking, Monkey was talking in chat when he was free, and that was it. And it's like, it's great because viewer's a viewer, but it gets really boring because you have streaming, you have to constantly be talking. You can't have like silent moments, or well, I mean you can for a reason, but like you can't go silent just because you feel like not talking. Like if you're streaming, you have to be
You have to be
vocal, you have
talking.
to be
Yeah.
communicating,
It,
because that's what's going to make people watch you for longer. Like I got my first raid, and I think you were there for it, right? But at that point, I didn't realize that, and like I didn't have that tip, and everyone just flooded out, and
yeah.
it's like you see the number spike, but then you see it drop, and it's something nothing can really prepare you for. You just have to be ready for it, but not having, from my perspective, not having a community to properly fall back on 100% is even harder, because it then turns out that I can do weekly streams or daily streams or like consistently and average 2 viewers. And
Yeah.
that's because it's
It,
you and Monkey, or you and Wince, when you're free and you're lurking because you're doing other things.
yeah. Unfortunately, I would like to be able to watch more streams, but where people seem to be like, I'd love to watch more of Apex's stuff, but unfortunately, he streams so late, and when I start work at 4 o'clock in
Yeah,
the morning, I just can't be there. And you know, I want to support him, but if I can't physically, I need to go to sleep for work, and it just sucks. But that's the only time he's available. Um, but I've been there, where you've only got 1, 2 viewers. And it's very hard. It took me a very long time to get even just above the 5 point where you have more than 5 viewers. And there's still days where you know I won't even average that amount. But this is the thing you got to do when you're streaming. Your averages are going to bounce around like no tomorrow. Even big
yeah,
streamers
100%.
have their bits that drop up and down. Goes, you know, you can never go, okay, I'm getting 100 viewers every single day, no matter what, because that's what I get. But unfortunately, with
100%.
streaming, it's a sort of like a trickle down effect. You know, when you start getting bigger, you get more viewers, you get more people come in, you get more followers, which then increase that number, and then it just slowly just keeps on
It slowly
increasing,
builds, yeah.
increasing. Yeah, but it's just getting that foot in the door of where you're at 2, 3 viewers, and then jumping from that. But it's what I say to people is when you're streaming games, is try not to stream the big games as much as they're, you know, you love them and whatnot. You need a big community to be able to like stream Fortnite and have decent numbers. Like you jump into
Yeah,
Fortnite as a first time streamer and you're in a list of
you're
like
gonna
there's
get
probably about
shadowed.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're just gonna get dropped to the bottom of a list, and nobody goes to the bottom of the list. As much as I'd love to say people scroll down the list, if they're looking for Fortnite content, they're just gonna look at the very first like 12 people that they see and go, okay, they look good, I'll watch them. You know,
yeah,
they're not gonna scroll down for 5 minutes to look for someone with one viewer, because there's probably in the region of about 4 or 5 thousand people that are with one viewer. And as much as people would like to try and support these one viewed people, there's just too many playing the same game. And like
Yeah.
myself personally, I don't like watching people play Fortnite or Apex or MOBAs, because I just, and this is my personal reason, I just don't find them exciting to watch. The only game I really like, I don't mind watching, is the Marvel one. I don't mind watching that.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, but I don't like watching Fortnite streamers. And again, not that I'm digging a Fortnite stream. You love Fortnite, great. There's so many people out there that love Fortnite, and so many people that support Fortnite streamers. Just me personally, I just don't like watching someone walk around with a gun and shoot people. It's why I don't.
Yeah.
You'll notice when I raid out, I will never raid someone playing Fortnite. I will never raid someone playing Call of Duty unless it's one of you guys specifically, because I'm supporting you guys. That's the only reason I'll jump into someone that's playing one of them games. Because other than that,
Yeah.
I just don't have an interest. Like the wrestling, I'll start raiding into now, because obviously I'm really enjoying wrestling stuff. Story based is stuff where I tried to follow. I tried to follow the same game that I'm playing, to be honest.
Yeah. And I feel like just another thing, like another note people need to remember, especially if they want to get into like streaming and YouTube and everything, is your followers or your subscribers does not dictate your viewers. You can have like, I think I've got on Twitch like close to 50 like followers, right? Big
Yeah,
number. I average around 2 viewers. Like your follower count is always like 9 times out of 10 going to be like triple or quadruple your viewer count,
yeah,
because
100%.
people can follow you, but they can't always be around to actually watch what you're doing. They can follow you because you're in a Discord like Team Bean, and they follow you to support you, but they never actually watch you. They're just there and they do it to help you, but they never actually watch. And like, so don't take having a low follower or a high follower count as how many viewers you're going to get, because it's never going to be the same. And the quicker you can get that mindset, the more successful you can be.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, looking into, like you said, your follower count, like look at my follower count, what, 925
Yeah, you're
or
close
something
to
like that.
1,000.
And, I can average around about, what, 20 to 30 people per stream, which is fantastic. Like, absolutely amazing. And I have my chat talking. That's the main thing you want. You don't want to have 10,000 followers and then 2 viewers, because you want people that you'd rather have a smaller, tight
Like you.
knit community where you have the people that come in and will actually talk and chat with you and chill
Mm,
out. And you will have your lurkers, and they are very important. People that lurk are very important to your streams,
yeah,
but you will have the people that come in and talk. You want your lurkers and your talkers. And my issue is I find it very hard to be part of streams, because I'm doing so much at the moment. If I'm not working, I'm resting, I'm recording YouTube content, you know, I'm designing wrestlers because people want to be part of the wrestling. I'm making music for the wrestlers, which is AI. I don't claim that I own any of this. It's all AI done. I'm making my own thumbnails. I'm editing my own videos now. So my day is very, very full. So that's why I lurk a lot.
yeah,
I'm like, I keep your stream up and have it
100%.
on. And as much as I'd love to be in there chatting 24/7, I just can't be there, because obviously I'm trying to edit this, or I'm trying to make this, and it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth,
Yeah.
which is a
And like
shame.
for me, when I do it, I might not even like tune into streams. Like I don't remember the last time I was in one of your streams. Um, it might have even been the last time I was actually a part of it doing Pokemon Unite, because I've got school, theatre. I'm currently producing and doing the lighting for a pantomime. I've got theatre. I've got school. I've got my exams, and then I've just got life. I've got my own content to make, and I've just like the couple hours where someone might be streaming are the hours where I just want to chill and not think about anything because I've been doing so much.
Yeah, that's the same as me. Sometimes you just want to space out, watch a YouTube video, or watch a movie, or watch a I don't know, series or something like that. Because sometimes that's what you need to do. You know, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon TCG, which obviously I added on my content on my YouTube channel where I've been recording matches. Only the wins. I don't record my losses because I should, but
See. No, I'm joking.
I mean, I just don't record every. Well, I try to record every single match, but sometimes when I lose, I don't mind losing. But the matches, like the losses that I've had, and I've had a lot, they're just a boring loss. It's not even interesting
Yeah.
to watch. Like I won't
And
draw
that's
anything. It's like cool. I don't. People don't want to sit there and watch me not draw anything and lose because I just don't have any Pokemon on the battlefield. It's not interesting.
yeah, and that's the thing, like when you're doing content, you also have to think about what puts you ahead of someone, what makes you different from every other person doing that same piece of content, because that's what important. And like your content holy English, your content has to be interesting, because otherwise you're not going to hurt people and they can just go watch someone doing the exact same thing. And like you have to be different, and you have to like space yourself out and make sure you're unique and your content is unique. If you're copying every big streamer, then no one's going to watch you because they can just watch that big streamer you're copying.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to make content your own. You're never going to be fully original. There's always going to be someone out there that's either done it or
100%. Yeah.
doing it because it's just impossible to be original. You know, it's because there's just so many people out there that are streaming nowadays.
Yeah.
But just be yourself and have fun with it. Like have fun with streaming. Don't look at it as if you're going to stream for money, don't do it because you're not going to get anything. And that's as horrible as that sounds. If you're streaming for the sole reason to get money, people will know that that's the reason you're streaming, and they're not going to be interested in yourself because they know the only reason you're doing it is because you think, oh, I can get money. And as you guys know full well, you know, when I stream, I'm like, you don't need to sub. I'll give you a sub. You know, I mean, people are like, yeah, we want to help. We want to put in. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, anything that I get goes back into the stream, whether it's new equipment, whether it's giveaways, whether it's, you know, games to play on stream. You know, I don't really spend that money on myself.
Mm.
Unless like
And
I give myself money back from what I've already brought for the stream.
yeah, and another thing that I feel like, at least for me, that people don't realize is in terms of like YouTube and sometimes downloading your streams, right? The amount of storage you need to get that content is ridiculous. Like right now on I get it's a very basic like laptop that I have for
Yeah,
content, but it works. But I have got two downloads. I have to delete everything I'm not using. I've got two things, and that one of them is OBS, which I use to make content because I don't have the space to record and have other things. So I download what I need, and then once I don't need it, I have to delete it. Otherwise, I won't be able to push that content because I won't be able to get the footage.
yeah. I mean, the good thing about Twitch is if you record on Twitch, you can upload it directly to YouTube, which is really good.
Yeah.
Which is what I do with the wrestling stuff because I just drop it straight into there. But I'm the same. I have issue. Like I have a 1 terabyte hard drive for just my games and the content stuff, and I've only got 141 gig left. You know, my space runs out
Yeah.
so quick. But then again, it's my own fault for just keeping a load of crap that I don't need. Where I could delete 90% of this stuff and not even notice. But then I'm like, yeah, but if I delete it and I want it at a later date, then you know, I have to redo it. I'm like, God.
Yeah.
But on that note, we have been rambling on probably about half an hour worth of Assassin's Creed rambling on. We can
We
tell you
yapped about
definitely.
that so much.
We
I
don't
feel
need
like
to.
everyone now knows I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
Should I?
if you are
I'm not even
listening,
kidding.
yeah.
No, continue because I need to get up a photo.
Oh, So, guys, if you are listening and you do want to join us in an episode, please feel free to join the Discord. It will be in the description below. I will make sure that's accessible. You can join us. We record every Sunday at 7 p.m. That is the plan going forward. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, I am James LNK. James LNK on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and our Discord is Team Bean, where you'll meet a very amazing bunch of Pokemon fans, wrestling fans, and
Assassin's Creed
fans, as we found out today. Because Jade likes. Obviously, you may have heard the ad in the middle of this, but if you haven't or you missed it, check out Prestige Slabs. They are working alongside Team Bean. They are a Pokemon slab and Pokemon trading card website that are new. They are buying, selling, and trading cards. So make sure you check them out. They again will be linked in the description below. Anything you do buy with our link, the Team Bean link, does give 10 back to me, so that would be really appreciated. Which will put more money into streams, into podcasts, into getting stuff done for yourselves. Go on, what was you going to say?
I have used. I've got a terabyte, I think it is, on my Xbox of storage. I have used 92.5% of it. Only 3 games are not Assassin's Creed.
Unfortunately, though, the games on the older consoles are so big now. Like, if you want to play...
Yeah, like Shadows is 131. It's my biggest game. It's 131 gigs. Valhalla 110. And then nothing else breaks 100 for me. It's mad.
It's mad. But guys, that has been the Team Bean podcast. I have been your host with my co-host James Link, and we'll just call you Closing Soda.
Your co-host is James Link.
No, you're my co-host. I'm James Link.
Yeah, but those words.
I messed up. Don't worry. Just ignore that bit. Just skip past it. Fast forward a bit. There you go. We will be back. I'm going to be trying to upload these every week, so hopefully we will get one every week. Our next podcast will probably be we're talking about the week that we've had, the wrestling that's gone on through streams, and we are going to be looking to get one of the Prestige Slabs. 2 of the owners are going to be joining us one week to actually give us some insight in how to run a business, how they do it, and how difficult and what challenges they face through running a trading card company when there's so much competition. So look forward to that.
Awesome.
We'll have some other content creators joining us.
I'm looking forward to that.
So am I, actually. They're very excited to be a part of it, and they're very good people. So
I can't wait. I'm subscribed and ready for their new content. And just to promote them more, if you're not already, subscribe to them, because if you get them to 50 subscribers, they can do their streams, which are going to be sick.
Yes.
So do that as well.
They are going to be on YouTube as well. All the links will be in the description below on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, I will see if I can post a comment, or maybe Jade can help me with that one, because I know you.
If you can't, I'll get comments of everything.
Yeah. But guys, thank you so much for listening to. If you made it this far, thank you. I don't know how you done it. We will see you.
If you haven't, fuck you.
Yeah, if you haven't, but they're not going to hear that because they didn't make it this far.
I know, so it's not going to matter.
We will see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for listening. I've been James Link.
I've been Jade. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Have a good time.